the field. Pritchard still looking for his first field goal. 7 to shoot. Pritchard trying to go by McBride. The fake, and it goes for Payton.
Books and hits. Maybe be. He has 7. 31 to 19. Boston with the lead. Pritchard with the ball, but all the way to the basket for a score. Jaylen Brown to the basket. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Pritchard in the corner. Pritchard to the paint. From in front. He hits it.
But gives it away. They're not working you right now.
But Boston's pressure is giving the Pelicans problem.
Real problem.
Yeah, the pressure
can't relax. And we saw that. It'll be Pritchard that hurts because it's off turnover. First basket of his young career. First of many, hopefully. 90 seconds to play. As I mentioned. And Pritchard does in this game.
I'm going to tell you immensely, right? Because in this second half, when you were struggling for offense, Garland, a dynamic playmaker.
They hope to get Garland back early November. Pritchard scores.
Started for Philadelphia and came over from Portland on a two-way deal. Pritchard picked up by Edgecombe. Fendoff. He is on the.
With the rebound and disparity. A lot of that comes down to the Rockets shooting 55% from the floor. Celtics entered with the best field goal percentage defense in the league. As Pritchard gets it. Back in there for the C's. Stagnant on this trip. Pritchard trying to make something happen. And 15 points for the second-year pro. Talking about the passing, the Celtics front court last year, underrated passers. Yeah, you mentioned Horford and Cornette. Pritchard got all the way under the basket. Second, it's almost impossible to stop.
Giving Simons the double team treatment. Pritchard. Pull-up jumper is good. Payton.
Pritchard hooks it out. Wall. He's got to shoot that. Now Pritchard again. Beats the buzzer. Hits this. Hard just Hooper, man. He knows how to get his buckets. Hey, Brooke. Pritchard trying to shake Sanders, the rookie. Playground P for 2. Pritchard, a little chip. Simons, we got to have Rodman. You boy put that to a beat. There's Simons. It's Steph Curry, the Davidson GM. Co-sign that. There's Pritchard. Pritchard got out of the screen, got it back from Brown. Asked him if he wanted it back. And the two-man, Pritchard across. He's operated here all season. Stewart stayed down the ball. There's Simon also on the
left to go in the fourth. Boston 1-6 this year when they trail after 3. They were down by 2 entering the quarter. Pritchard. Tough 2.
Jab with his left foot, throws you off. Really difficult. Cavs got to do a good job giving up one shot. They're also playing against a team in the Celtics that only have 10 turnovers against their
orthotics. He says it's just a give and take type of thing right now, trying to figure out what works best. And look, as Darius tries to brush it off like it's not a big deal, but I think it's important to recognize that this is something that Darius is managing, and it's certainly not easy.
Well, it's something that's bothered him since the playoffs last season, as Pritchard, meanwhile, knocks down the
footwork by Evan Mobley. Gave him a nice little pump fake. Jab step, both feet. Nice job. Left-hand layup. Excellent.
Pritchard twists inside. His nice night continues.
The defense, no one could get to him. Everyone was scared to leave him. Left him wide open to drive. That's a smart play.
Pritchard has a season high 32. Now 34. The foul here. Let's get a stop.
They'll try to get this pick and roll play with Brown and Pritchard. Trying to get the mismatch.
Crowd's in full throat. Pritchard! With that kind of a night.
Pulling in for the Knicks. Their backup point guard has the guard on Brown for the moment. And Pritchard working hard. Here's the scoop to get Pritchard on the score sheet.
Somewhere, Giannis is like, that's not a travel either.
Pritchard keeping Brunson on his hip. Ready for 2.
Started the game over.
Success as Pritchard knocks one away.
Yeah, nothing is working right now for LA. Pritchard matched up with Connect. Pritchard, fancy dribbling, fade away, it goes. Tonight. That one goes in and out for Payton. Connect. Couldn't squeeze it. 54-27. They're doubling up the Lakers. And they actually with Payton Pritchard.
Without the ball, so he's bringing a spark to this Raptors offense and defense.
Pritchard over Grady, knocks it down.
You don't hang around places like this with championship banners without being confident on top of your craft. And I can speak from experience, man. He was nothing but loving to me and my family. And he's just one of the best trainers in the business. He's battled the team
Over to Pritchard, 6th man of the year last season. Starting this season, he's got Mamu in space. Gets a little bit of room. Bucket.
That 8th guy that comes in there tonight is going to give you a little pop. As Quickly's having a tough night scoring. He and Abajian combined for 7 points.
Pritchard the 3.
Great movement around the horn that time. Unselfish by Grady Dick.
Walter, 2 of 4 from 3. Pritchard in the paint.
They have missed 3 shots within 3 feet of the basket on 2 possessions. The Raptors.
Pritchard with Scotty. Pritchard. And Jack was deserving of being in Springfield.
Sure is.
And you and I are going to be there if he ends up there.
Let's hope so.
Congratulations to Sir Alex McKechnie as Pritchard knocks down that alone.
defense that time.
Finals game 7 against Oklahoma City. Oh my goodness! Pritchard against the City forward. Just took him.
Always. 5 times in the regular season a couple of years ago. And they met in the conference finals. Pritchard on the tap back. Chop it up Nemhard. Who stays in front of him. A good defender. Pritchard. Too good.
Because he couldn't have gotten to the basket, so he pulled up. And the read behind that was Bradley.
Now Pritchard against Thompson. Step back 3 by Payton. Pritchard is good.
Their best player, they're third in the East, so they obviously made some really good decisions. And quite frankly, my friend Brad deserved a lot of credit for it.
Pritchard, step back 3. Still a long way to go. 5.5 to play here in the half. We have a whole second half left. Pritchard.
Nice job. Pushed off at the end. He does it every time. He pushes off.
Pacers have trimmed the margin to 10.
He did a cross over and a...
Watching the Pacers and the Celtics. Rebound, Hauser is out there. Potter fights, but Hauser got it. Indiana on its way to a 7-game losing streak. Boston will win its 4th straight, 9 of 11, and 14 out of 18 as Pritchard.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick too. Put that beard.
Filipowski on the floor with Cody Williams and Isaiah Collier. Pritchard stops and pops a jumper down the barrel.
Yes, it was.
Multiple scores on the floor, including Simons off the bench. Here's Pritchard on a dribble drive baseline against Sensabaugh and in the face. That's a tough shot.
It's his favorite shot, though.
Pritchard. Very good product. Career numbers this season. It's the Celtics on the board. Jaylen Brown averaging 9.5 points per game. Leader of the Celtics team, Jason Tatum. He recovers from right Achilles surgery. And Pritchard will back-to-back. Arrowed over Brown.
JB a little slowing down. Simons and Pritchard trying to go to work. Pritchard rises up. Trying to find Brown in a block against Jones. Gonna need a bailout here with 2 to shoot. Pritchard muscles inside. Arthur falls. For the Celtics, their largest was 23. Eyes on Pritchard here. He's looking over it. Gets 2
You wonder about coming off that ankle injury, being out as long as he was, doesn't have his legs yet. Thought that'd be a slam normally. Missed 23 games. Shot clock at 3. Pritchard from mid-range. It's good.
See what I mean? It's a good.
Draws a crowd, kicks it out. Jordan Washington cash it in for 3. Tatum Reeves an offensive rebound. He had 20 boards Wednesday against Denver. 10 on each end of the floor. Pritchard. He got it right. It's not how easy stat. It really is. I mean, with the way guys gather, they're so gifted at drawing the foul. It's tough to efficient. Pritchard in the mix. Pritchard keeps it in bounds. Payton Pritchard moving Murray Boyles. He's unstoppable. Celtics.
Oh, man, that's a headbutt. You're not going to call that? Well, that's going to wake up Pritchard. Cooked.
Russ Pritchard on Mauer. Trying to chase Jaylen Brown around. Now he switched on to Pritchard. Late shot clock came to Pritchard, chopping him up, got to the hole. Pritchard, that's up Wembanyama, gets around him. White, 11 points so far. Pritchard down, sizing up Potter. On the move, got some space and heads. Pritchard.
10 left in the first. Good defense by Larson. Got help from there. Pritchard. Oh, man. Swallowed through the defense. Pritchard. Brown turns the corner. Jaylen stops. Tipped up, kept it alive. Takeda out to Pritchard.
team with 11 points. There's Pritchard.
The Nets with back-to-back triples, now 2 of 4 from downtown, but Boston's 3 for 6 and 4 for 7 overall. Pritchard goes low on Claxton. Step away, Jay goes down.
And it's on the glass. It's a big part of what he does. You see them right there. You can't defend him off. It's either come away with some offensive boards or pick up a handful of fouls.
Pritchard knocked away by Powell. 5 to shoot. Pritchard guarded tightly, and he knocks the three.
Aggressive attack.
Pritchard to the paint, sprayed out for Brown. Pump, drive, Brown, swing. Pritchard thought about it. Now he'll attack into the paint. He puts it hard. So Payton's going to be out there with 5 personal fouls. Brown's going to go to work. Claxton's going to stay with him here. Pritchard against Traore. Double cross. Drive. Elbow jam.
Spirit talked about his spirit, his competitive nature, and he and the other two-way player, Sissoko, what they brought to this team. Stellar there, great hands, anticipation, getting his hand in there without fouling.
Pritchard had the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter. Looking for another one here to end the second.
Just in case you were thinking about actually doing it. Oh, I was definitely thinking about doing it. 4 on the 24 for Payton. Pritchard stops out of time and scores. The Mike Orman broadcast table. It's resilient. Pritchard. It's funny. Last time we were in Sacramento and they asked Coach Christie about it. Coach Christie pretty much hit him with a, wasn't me, man. Exactly. Pass the ball. Pritchard beats the hole. Boucher set the screen for his former college teammate Payton. Pritchard who pulls up and sticks it.
Pritchard on the wing with Garza. A bone-jarring screen by Garza. Shot clock at 3. Gotta get busy. That's what Pritchard does at the end of shot clock.
A mass player has gotten too deep into the paint here. It has resulted in a bucket for Dallas. Pritchard back on Tuesday. Just another base for himself to play through. Around instead for shot. Get it back to number 11. They will.
He's putting up 30 balls on a regular basis. Better talented, not just the edge coach. And Sixers with Anthony Davis, who trained Dallas just all in.
Pritchard, the step back. His way inside.
Lining up to wear mics for us today. Here is White. Off to Pritchard. 2-for-1 opportunity for Boston. Pritchard drains it.
Struggling to score in the first quarter lately. Not the case tonight. Shoot 50%. 54%. Better than 50% from Dave. Pritchard on his way to the basket. Drops it in again. That's buzzer. Making it impossible to take him off the floor. Pritchard again with that matchup on Richards. Ridiculous. It's just a thing in his power to do it. So he might see Celtics adding another big man and say, hey, you think I'm not going to play this year? Just watch. And he's been consistently in the rotation as Pritchard gets the roll. Celtics will enter the All-Star break at 35-19. Going to go 15-13 the rest of the way to win 50. Pritchard gets the bounce.
Exactly what you want. Yeah, that's the basket appearance, I would think. But coming from a score, right? Come on. Anything. 3 points. Pritchard again for 3. 581 career regular season games, of course. Countless playoff moments, winning a trip to the finals. Pritchard, couple of crosses, goes right in the body of Arabia, spins away for 2 more. 6 of his last 7 games coming off the bench. He's looking for more here. And this is the stretch where he can take over offensively with Brown on the bench. Look at this. Right to work, and he's got 2. Payton. Shot that was like a drill. He just wanted to get to his spot and elevate. And he's really feeling it. It's his 28 30-point game this season. He had 9 all of last year. It's been this guy's night, though.
Along with the youngster Harper, that really set the tone. Truly did. And in some ways, it just instilled even more confidence as Pritchard.
Best job you can of getting in front. If you stay on the guy's hip, it puts the big at the rim on a 2-on-1 situation. And that's not easy. Only the elite of the elite bigs can handle those situations.
Sad accordion music could be the soundtrack for Nets defensive highlights in this game. Pritchard in the paint.
When you can punish the switches, it makes you really difficult to stop.
This is a 32-7 run. Oh, Pritchard adds to it.
Pritchard. 15 feet out. About 5 weeks since we've seen him play basketball. Last game was January 23rd. Pritchard backs it up, crosses over, and lets it fly.
You got to play catch up and probably play a little bit of hero ball. I mean, Boston is clicking on all cylinders right now.
Pritchard.
For Mitchell. Tatum can't get it. Pritchard against Tyson. Payton Pritchard the spin. Falling away. Puts it up. It's good. Payton Pritchard with a big bucket once again. Jaylen Brown back in the game. Up top Pritchard. Guarded by Hart. Pritchard again. Shake and bake. Falling away is up. It's good. Payton Pritchard putting out a show here.
Opens up with a jump shot. It's off the block. Rebounded by Payton.
While it's been struggling a little for 3 the last 5 games, 15%.
Derek White dealing with a right knee contusion, so Payton by Shireman. 10 to shoot. Pritchard with SGA. Pritchard the handles. 10 to shoulder fake. Pritchard puts it up. Pritchard sticks.
High-up situation there. Grizzlies fourth in the league in deflection since the All-Star break. Pritchard has it against Cam Spencer. Pritchard, 50 move.
They struggle. Pritchard taking his time with only 7 to go.
Shoot his finger, maybe. 3 seconds left. Pritchard chopping him up to the basket.
Celtics rolling without Jason Tatum right now. Just joining us, Jaylen Brown and Derek White, not in uniform. Pretty good offense. Give it to Payton. Pritchard, get out of the way. Wow, that's obvious on the men's side. Actually, I don't even know. Yo, Griffin's pretty darn good back in her generation. Shout out to the Sacramento Monarchs.
Rebound, walk forward, and secured by Gonzalez. On the bounce, here's Shepard. Pritchard at the top, with Dyson Daniels on it. Moves in, goes to the fade, and he's back.
Good defense by Dyson Daniels. I think he's realizing he has nowhere to go.
2-for-1 opportunity for Boston. Here's Pritchard at the top. Vincent takes it forward. Step back. Pritchard is good. What a shot. Pritchard's got
Tatum getting in the passing lane and coming up with 2 back-to-back steals against the Bucks. This team doesn't turn you over at all. They're one of the worst in the league in terms of force and turnovers.
Pritchard this time in the corner. He's got the last 5.
See? They almost knocked that down.
Picasso. Going for the offensive rebound. Pritchard.
Not sure if those are Zoom freaks or... Zoom freaks.
Maybe with Toby on the top. Let's see it. Again. We're not exactly the shoe masters up here. So, sneaker.
Raptors. Not much better. 36. A little worse.
The one thing about JT is how tough he is mentally, just coming back every day. In the gym,
Misses it from the outside, tracked down by Shireman. So the Celtics get a reload here. There's 3 minutes to go in the first. Pritchard. The handles. The spin. Dickens.
At his best, he's a guy who can be instant offense for this team, and they want to use these last 3 games as much as anything to get that guy in rhythm.
Pritchard takes it in on a shot and scores with ease.
He has one now. He was there last night.
Pritchard matched up with Queen. A step back and a downtown hit.
Your point, career high 36% from 3 this season for Oubre, who had many nights, Nick Nurse pointed out to us before the game, where he was the #1 option offensively. Pritchard!
Solid screen there by the big fella, cleared up backfield.
Vucevic was flashing inside, had a size advantage. Pritchard couldn't get it to him, but he went in for 2 of his own. And Wayne was enough into game 4 when you're down 2-1. Brown lost it. Got it back, 6 to shoot. Pritchard doing the dribble dance. Triple top. For the last 90 of the third. Guards are free at the top. One from deep earlier. Pritchard fading away. Got another one.
Playing with his food.